What is going on, everybody? Zionic here, and in today's video we're going to check out some awesome battles submitted to the channel by a member of the community, Ash Greninja PvP. Also, huge shout out to him for the swag that he has on, as you can see there, reppin' Team Instinct. You'll love to see it. We have a really solid, no legacy move, pretty standard Pokemon that you can have team for the Remix Cup. That is Whiscash, Registeel, and Froslass. Froslass being a very nice safe swap right there. And Whiscash's biggest weakness in this meta is going to be some of those grass type Pokemon that you may see, and you have double covers in the back for that. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team and these battles, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, getting into game one here, we have Whiscash on the lead versus Mandibuzz. Not a good matchup whatsoever, and we are going to see a swap right away into Froslass, and we will see a Drapion now come in. What's great about Froslass is, yes, it can take super effective damage from Mandibuzz and from Drapion, but Avalanche will just do so much damage right here. They also get a shield as well, which is very nice. Now, this could also set up their Whiscash to come in and farm down the Drapion for energy because of that poison typing and having Mud Shot as a fast move. So we see two shields right here go down, one on Froslass, one on Drapion. We're going to go ahead and see the next Avalanche come through. Is this going to get a second shield? Yes, it does. So all shields are down. This is a very nice setup for a Whiscash right here. Considering how much damage Blizzard can do, they may just let this charge move go through, which they are. They're going to let the Crunch go. Boom! Takes out the Froslass. And we are most likely going to see Whiscash come in and load up on some energy. Yeah, the Whiscash is going to come in. And look at that. Mud Shot is really starting to chunk down the Drapion right here. Plus, Crunch isn't going to do too much damage. But they decide to go for Sludge Bomb. That is a mistake right there. That ground typing is going to be resisting poison type moves. And we see a swap into Mandibuzz. But they click the Mud Bomb right here. That is unfortunate. They're going to have to build back up to Blizzard. But they're deciding to now go into Registeel. So some funkiness that goes on in the mid game right there, a misclick, maybe on both sides. They should have gone for Crunch right and then not clicked Mud Bomb when we saw the Mandibuzz swap in. But honestly, this is still a pretty nice matchup right here for Registeel versus Mandibuzz because of the pure neutral damage that Flash Cannon or Focus Blast could do. Flash Cannon just being a little bit better right here because of that stab typing, right? Same type attack bonus. Now, it all depends on what they have in the back. If they had a Drapion and they had a Mandibuzz, this could potentially be a double poison team as well in the back, considering some of Mandibuzz's biggest weakness is probably going to be a Charmer that we do see in the meta. So let's see how this plays out. Hopefully we can get to one more Flash Cannon right here. This is hopefully going to do enough damage to take out Mandibuzz, but my goodness, it's probably going to be very, very close. Yeah, that's not enough to take it out. Mandibuzz does survive and gets off the charge move, but Mandibuzz is low enough where Mud Shot can be farmed down. So we'll probably, yeah, no shield right there. We're going to see the Whiscash come in, and they swap into Nidoqueen. Oh, they're going to boom the Nidoqueen right here. Nidoqueen being that ground typing, no shields. Here comes the boom. Blizzard coming through. Boom! One shots the Nidoqueen. Drapion is probably going to be coming in, but Drapion also is pretty much energy dry, and it's weak to Mud Bomb. So this is going to be very interesting. They're probably going to shield right here on that Crunch. Yeah, they do decide to shield the Crunch and then just go for that Mud Bomb. And that is basically going to be a good game. Very well played. This is going to take out the Drapion. And Mandibuzz is maybe like one or two fast moves away from going down. So, good game. Very well played. Kind of funky mid-game right there that we saw. But honestly, very nice game. Alright, moving into this next one here. We have... Let's see, we got Whiscash on the lead versus Shadow Victreebel. Okay, let's see how they decide to pull this off. They're going to go ahead and swap right away into that Froslass. Razor Leaf still hurts, but we do see a Mandibuzz now swap in. Now, this is Air Slash Mandibuzz as well, which means it's not going to be gaining energy as quickly to spam those charge moves, right? And it's going to be taking super effective damage from Avalanche. So Froslass might be able to turn this game around if they go into two shields, considering how far ahead they are on energy, which would be fantastic considering that they want to match up the Registeel versus the Shadow Victreebel. Now, we're seeing them overload on energy, almost at 100 right there. This Avalanche probably is going to be getting the second shield here from Mandibuzz. Yes, it does. So no shields right there, and they do get to another one in time, but is this going to be enough to take it out? You really hope so. Here comes the Avalanche. Yep, that's enough to take it out. So able to flip that mid-game. Shadow Victreebel will farm down the Froslass, but Registeel with this typing that it has of Steel type, right? and the bulkiness that it has in its stats is going to be able to survive these charge moves from Shadow Victory Bell. Watch, that Leaf Blade just does nothing. And we do see a swap into Toxicroak, which is beautiful for Whiscash because of the poison typing, and that is a good game, very well played. So again, showcasing that Froslass on safe swap is so nice. Alright, moving into this next one, we have Whiscash on the lead versus Cradily. Another lead loss right here, so they're going to see a swap into Froslass right away. Now, what's dangerous about Cradily is it has access to Stone Edge right here, and being able to spam the charge move very quickly because of its fast move. So they're going to go ahead and shield that first Stone Edge. Avalanche is going to be coming through. If this lands, it's going to be very nice, but the opponent as well is not swapping out, which means they may not have a cover in the back to Whiscash right here, or this is the only cover to Froslass. They decide now to swap into the Froslass Mirror, but as you've seen, this Froslass basically had a Shadow Ball ready when the swap happened, so that means it's well ahead on energy. They do get a shield right there as well, so they're probably going to be shielding this move from Froslass. Yes, they are, and they're going to bring, throw that Shadow Ball, I should say, to one-shot the Froslass. So a lot of lead losses in this matchup, or in this set, I should say, and a lot of booms. So let's see if they can pull this game around. Here comes the Shadow Ball. Boom! One-shots the Froslass, and we're probably going to see that Cradily come back in. No, we see a Malamar now come in. So they're going to be able to get off an Avalanche in time. This does neutral damage because of the Dark Psychic typing, right? Don't want to be throwing a Shadow Ball. I mean, I guess you could throw a Shadow Ball, but the energy right there, they were able to get to it just in time. So, charge move now coming through. It's going to be the Foul Play, takes out the Froslass, but they have Whiscash for the Malamar, and they have Registeel for the Cradily, and that is going to be a good game, very well played. Grass Knot and Stone Edge are both resisted because of the Steel typing right here, so it doesn't matter. Registeel is going to take this one, and they can easily go for the Flash Cannon right here to close this game out, and then Whiscash can close out against the Malamar that is still in the back. Here comes another Stone Edge. Yeah, it's game over. So that the Froslass mid game, if you don't have a hard answer to it, or your answer that you do bring into it can also take a ton of neutral, super effective damage, it's going to be very tough because Froslass with energy is absolutely ridiculous. So they should be able to get to another Flash Cannon in time. Losing CMP tie, but that's alright. Registeel is going to be able to survive the Foul Play right here. Oh, the Superpower does come through. It survives the Superpower anyways. I didn't think they got to the Superpower there, but hey, that's alright. That's going to take him out right there. Flash Cannon. And that is going to be a good game, very well played. And Whiscash still has full health right there after facing a Cradily on the lead. Alright, moving into this next one. We got Whiscash on the lead versus Empoleon. A nice lead win right here. But Empoleon with energy is also very deadly. Now, they need to be careful about a swap, which we do see a swap right there. So they're going to go ahead and throw a Mud Bomb. This does neutral damage to the Froslass, and they need to get into that Registeel as quick as possible. Registeel can tank a Shadow Ball, but Froslass cannot tank a Flash Cannon. So we'll have to see how they decide to play this out. Registeel is deciding to shield the Shadow Ball right there, which is perfectly fine. As long as it wasn't shielding the Avalanche, that's definitely a good call. So they're going to go ahead and go for the Flash Cannon. This is going to one-shot Froslass if they decide not to shield, maintaining positive switch advantage. But the Froslass is going to go ahead and shield right there. So they want to bring this into the ones. They want to get the Registeel lower with a Shadow Ball right here, which is a good call from the opponent. That way, Empoleon can potentially look to farm down with Waterfall damage, or at least farm up a bit of energy, then throw the Hydro Cannon in order to come into a more favorable matchup versus Whiscash. So let's see how this plays out. It's going to be a race to see if Registeel can get to the Focus Blast in time, considering its energy dry, and Waterfalls are absolutely chunking right here. The Empoleon does decide to throw its Hydro Cannon, though, so this is going to be taking out Registeel. Whiscash still, I think, is one fast move away from a Mud Bomb. Yeah, they do have a Mud Bomb right there, and they're going to go ahead and throw it on a CMP tie. And this is what I mean earlier in the matchup, where Empoleon still has a nice matchup versus Whiscash as long as it has energy, because it's doing so much neutral damage with Waterfalls and Hydro Cannons. So here comes the Mud Bomb. This is going to basically one-shot if it lands, but they do decide to shield right there, and hopefully they can get to the next one in time. They're going to overload a bit on energy, and this should do enough damage to take out Empoleon right here. And then we'll have to see what that final Pokemon is going to be. Empoleon does go down. Final Pokemon is going to be a Shadow Nidoqueen, so that is going to be a good game. The opponent does decide to surrender right there. The Avalanche would have one-shot. All right. moving into this next one, we have Whiscash versus Charizard on the lead. Let's see if a Blizzard can land right here, right? So let's see how this plays out. Now, Charizard obviously is doing resisted damage right there, but we'll have to see if it's gonna, how much damage Dragon Claw is gonna be doing. They decide to go for the Blast Burn. Still a lot of damage. That's like 50% of the health, which is why Blast Burn is such a strong move. But Blizzard right here, my goodness, if this lands, it lands, boom! Takes it out for neutral damage. But there is an Obstagoon in the back. That is the last thing you want to see on a backline, everyone. Obstagoon can tear apart a Registeel and Froslass backline if it has the shields, right? But again, it also has to watch out for Focus Blast and Avalanche, which are still going to do a ton of damage to it. Now, they do get a shield with the Blizzard right there, and they're going to go ahead and swap into Froslass. They need to try to land this Avalanche without giving up any shields, because Obstagoon, again, can tear apart this backline, especially if it gets a boost. No boost right there, so we will see the Avalanche now come through. It all depends on if this Obstagoon is going to go ahead and shield this charge move. They do decide to shield it, which gives Registeel a little more play to close this game out, potentially, if it can land that Focus Blast versus the Obstagoon, and it's all about what else is in the back. Whiscash is low and energy dry, so they're going to have to utilize that as a sack swap. Here comes the Registeel. Loading up on energy, Obstagoon sees that it has a win con, and they're going to try to go for that Flash Cannon, which I don't think is going to be just enough damage to take it out. They're going to go ahead and shield the Cross Chop, which would do super effective damage. And they're going to go for the Flash Cannon right here. We'll have to see. I think Obstagoon can hang on, but my goodness, they had a Focus Blast ready to go. Oh, it barely takes it out, but there is a Pancake in the back. The Pancake has been a very nice core breaker for this meta, the Unova Stunfisk. So it's going to be able to take out Whiscash and Registeel right here. So this is going to be interesting. It all depends. I think Whiscash doesn't have enough time to get to a Mud Bomb right here. So Mud Bomb's going to take out, oh, barely doesn't take it out. Can they get to the Flash Cannon in time? No, they cannot. They're gonna go down right here, and I think the Unova Stunfisk here has it, considering that Whiscash is a bit behind on energy. Oh, it's pretty close. Can it get to it in time? No. This Stunfisk had a lot of energy right there, and that is going to be a good game, very well played. So many weak connection alerts coming in. I really feel for this battler right here. So good games right there. I think that was the final battle. Able to go 4-1 in that set to get their rating as well. So huge congratulations. Getting up to ace, obviously, in 2064 rating. Very nice. Solid team right here of consistent Pokemon that we've seen perform well over the seasons. And definitely a very strong one. Whiscash, Registeel, and Froslass. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.